What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Alright.
Yo.
And we back with another one.
Brown Bros, we in this building.
Yeah,
we in
man.
this building.
We in our house.
I'm feeling a little bit grungy because I don't think it's because I had my Timmy's.
Yeah, honestly, man, no coffee this morning.
I usually like to have like my double to get me prepped up.
Real talk. Like,
but the energy's still there. It just has to gradually evolve and then I'll start time. Because you see that already, I'm getting there because my hands are up.
Take time.
So just know, Timmy's, you need to give us a lifetime supply.
Sir.
Come on.
Honestly, shout out Tim Hortons, man. If I had my dark roast double this morning, I'd definitely be on one too.
I actually tried that. You made me try it, and I can't lie. When we were walking up in the damn ends, I don't want to give out too much information we were walking out somewhere, and then you weren't looking, but you're doing your thing, and I kind of ended up taking a swing of your cup because I already finished mine.
Oh, shoot.
It actually tasted pretty good.
Man, I've been trying to get this guy on dark roast coffee for a minute.
Dark roast double is the only reason why, because you added double.
Yeah, the double is for sure thing.
Hey, if y'all like Timmy's, make sure you jump on a double or something like that. But hey, we had some games going on yesterday.
Yes, sir!
Our guys from the 6 were over in Orlando,
Shout out to
Florida.
Everybody in the 6, stand up.
It was definitely
get it.
It was an interesting game. It got a little bit scared for a moment, but you know what though? We overcame the hump. We were the big dogs in the end. We're victorious for game 3. We
Shout out
pulled
to
it out.
Toronto Raptors, man.
It was a close one. It honestly was a close one. So just to start off, my overall thought, not to go too much because we're gonna get into it. I just felt the referees to me they're so sleaze.
Yeah,
I didn't really like.
It's never like the Toronto Raptors versus another team. It's like Toronto Raptors versus the team and the refs.
Literally, Kawhi was getting hacked from what I was seeing all over the place, and they weren't showing that guy no love, man. A couple of times he did, but majority of it he was fighting through like 2-mans. Getting no calls, and he wasn't feeling well too. So that just shows you what type of player he is. But yeah,
he definitely went hard though.
Straight up. So getting into the first,
BS from the refs. Like,
it definitely no, honestly, refs were crazy.
They went hard, man.
Hey, first quarter, we definitely had it going right away. Lowry made me feel a bit excited because he hit that 3. I was like, okay,
yeah, I know you guys are watching him like, oh please, Jesus, please. Boom! 3-pointer went down.
Yes, like he's not. He doesn't have that little bad spell continuing. It's a one-time thing.
Yo, honestly, I feel like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
I'm telling you, he knocked one down. I was like, okay,
like let's go.
Mark was getting it in. Spicy P was getting it in. Yeah. Immediately, we took on a 7-0 run. Yeah. I was like, yes.
Quickly elevated to a 10-0 run.
Yeah, man. It honestly was looking really good. Had a little bit of like a struggle again. We missed the last shots until Danny Green hit a 3, but it was okay.
Yeah, because Orlando went on a little bit of a run.
They went on a little bit of a run.
Just Danny Green's just like, all right, that's enough. Knocked down the tray ball, and then we got back to business.
We definitely got right back to business. One thing that was definitely noted that was actually pretty nice was the dribble penetration. We had dribble inside. Kick
it out.
That left that shot. Orlando like shook. Like they didn't really know what to do with that. We definitely were giving them the attack. Yeah. Then what are you gonna do when one of our guys blow their guys out? You have another man open for a swing, and
let's go. You
looked
really good. Down the jump shots.
It looked really good. Right away, Aaron Gordon got into foul trouble, so then that was looking a little bit more of a mismatch for us. Spicy P was then banging from 3 from an assist from Larry. We were looking pretty good, honestly. It was good. We were definitely doing some work from inside the paint.
Oh yeah, even Kawhi himself. You could just see in this game in the first quarter, his presence was really felt. Not in terms of scoring the ball at will like he normally does, but he was just driving and looking for that contact. And the refs just weren't giving him any calls at the beginning. It was just crazy, man. But he still continued. And like as we said, he was feeling sick, I guess, for the past 2 weeks. So it showed, determination on his end and grit just to not give up and to keep pushing, even though he wasn't feeling the greatest. But scratch all that. Jordan did it in the playoff games. I'm pretty sure Iverson did it. Kobe did it.
Well, Jordan did one game with the
flu game, right?
But
yeah, Jordan's a different character. But at the end of the day, if you're considered an all-star, a superstar, whatever it is that's attached to your name, you're an amazing player. You got to perform. It doesn't matter when and where, but you got to show up to each and every game, especially in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, the best players do show up when 100%. It's needed. So definitely shout outs to Kawhi. He was driving a lot. Once again, we were seeing the first quarter. I found the refs were being very ridiculous. They weren't giving the calls to Lowry at all. I seen a lot of plays where he was getting hacked. Isaacs hacked him in the head. He'd be running in, getting a little bit physical, pump faking again, getting hacked, no calls.
They really stopped the continuation, eh? They just kept saying, no, on the floor. The foul is on the floor. No continuation, no shot.
Refs were being cheesy, but we were still doing a lot of work. We did have a 20-9 lead. Mm-hmm. That was looking pretty good. Fred Van Vliet came on after when the bench guys started coming in.
Busy,
he had a 2. That was looking pretty good. Spicy P was all banging it up, but then Orlando tried to come back with a 9-2 run. Mm-hmm. Vujovic was back to back with the dunking. Yeah. I noticed right away too. Mark was actually getting into the head of Vujovic until when Mark came out, Vujovic was relief.
Yeah,
and he tried to do his little thing.
But he went off, man.
He only went off because Mark wasn't there. Mark was giving that guy trouble. Was the extra body? So
Marc Gasol is just too big. So Vujovic was really struggling to find his game. And like my brother said, as soon as Marc Gasol came out of the game, man, Vujovic just went to work. He instantly hit 2 3-pointers. He was crashing the boards so much better. He was getting the dunks that he wanted to get and just having an impact on the game. He even had himself a 3-point play. And Serge Ibaka just couldn't handle him. At the beginning of the game, Serge Ibaka kind of struggled with guarding Vujovic, and which led him to quickly elevate from 4 points all the way up to having 18 points in the first half. So Marc Gasol has to avoid getting the foul trouble in order to stay in there to guard Vujovic, because next game Orlando will be coming out swinging.
Definitely. So for the end of the first quarter, though, the score was 26-21. It was a little bit close, but didn't have too much scare, but definitely some adjustments going to the second. Second quarter, Norman came in. Surprising. He me say he's kind of streaky, but he was doing good. He hit off a 3. Kyle to Ibaka was looking good too.
Yes, that pick and roll. Ibaka was making his mid-range jump shots.
That was looking good, and then right away again we went off on another 7-0 run. We started pushing the pace, and then Orlando then started to get some stops, went on a 6-0 run, and then Orlando started getting points in the paint, and it really started to show the effectiveness of Vujovic, because when Mark came out after foul trouble, he just started going off. But Mark still did his thing within the time that he was playing. He was very effective, also offense and the defense, and that was looking pretty good. Raptors D started picking up, and we started swarming all over Orlando. When it came to switching, anything like that, we picked up on mans right away. We didn't leave too much open gaps or mistakes for Orlando to capitalize, so that was actually pretty good. Kawhi was 3 for 11 second half, which was he was a little bit shaky with his shots. I felt like he was kind of just trying to put up as much shots and be like that alpha male like he was trying to be. I understand that you are our star player, but hey, if it's not hitting for you, you gotta look for another guy that's probably gonna facilitate, but still take your shots, be confident. So that was definitely good. But
the ball slowed down.
The ball slowed down, and that gave Orlando a chance to try and push the pace. Terrence came in, and
man just went on a tear. Listen, guys,
he was clicking, man.
Terrence Ross is, I said this before and I'll say it again, he is a legit jump shooter. Legit. There's nothing that you can do but just run him off the 3-point line. They said in the regular season he is number 1 in bench scoring when it comes to 3-point shooting. He hit 217 3-pointers during the regular season. That's the most 3-pointers made off the bench in the NBA. What does that tell you? This man can shoot the ball.
He just likes to pull, and even so, when it was getting down to about the last couple of minutes in the second quarter, he ended up pulling a half-court three. Banked it.
Nobody even put a hand up. Nobody even went over to him.
That seemed like that was like a little momentum shift for those guys to kind of like pick it up, which I didn't want to see. But you know what though? Like what you said, Ross be pulling, man. That guy has like no conscience when it comes to that. He was trying to get it in, man.
And on to the next quarter, going into the second half, you can just tell, man, that the foul situation was just ridiculous. Raptors only ended up shooting 10 free throw shots. They made 9. And Orlando was 22 for 23. So that just shows that the refs, they weren't giving the Raptors the calls that they deserved. And you can just see the frustration in the Raptors. And they try to put the pressure on the refs by continuing to drive the ball and getting contact and just pushing through the fact that the refs, weren't making the calls. But it was really frustrating, especially as Raptors fans. We know like the level of disrespect that people treat us with.
It's fact.
When we walk into different, well, not we, because we're not.
Well, we are the North, so
we're not on the Raptors, but when the Raptors enter different stadiums in different places, they don't get the respect they deserve. And the Raptors are an amazing team. They're still growing. They're still, pushing forward with the lineups and stuff that we have and the new players and getting them involved in the system. But come on, man. The refs got to do a better job. They missed so many calls last night.
Nick was definitely trying to voice his words over to the refs, trying to get him to understand. I seen Fred was even doing a little bit too. Larry was doing it too.
Nick looked like he wanted to square up with some of the refs. Like, you're not giving me my calls.
It honestly feels like it does somewhat seem like we don't get justice served on our end. But you know what? Man. We always have to fight and earn for, and that's good. Third quarter right away off the jump, Leonard was 2 for 2.
Yeah.
He was definitely trying to get in his inside range. Larry swinged a couple shots to Mark. Mark was banging it 4 points right away. Not 4 points right away, but he was hitting his mid-range.
His shots,
But then once again, Mark started getting into foul trouble. By the third quarter, he had 4 fouls. That was actually very critical for us because once again, like we've seen the first half, the minute that Mark comes out, Vujovic starts exploiting.
Snapping, man. And that just shows Mark has the clamps when it comes to Vujovic. He's like, bro, you're not really going anywhere right now. Like,
he's a big body. He knows how to play. Like, he can take fouls. He knows how to take the charge.
Just a baby. Like, what's wrong with you?
Mark was babying him. And as soon as he got out, they started to notice that. And then Vujovic started to get his touches. And then he started to get his looks.
Knocking down his jump shots. He hit that 1 3-point shot. And after he hit that shot, that guy started talking, man. Talking some smack. I was
definitely
like, bro,
did.
You gotta settle down.
But it's okay, because when he did try to talk, we did have Danny Green come up. He did knock down a big 3.
Yep.
Ibaka was putting the clamps down. Ibaka was looking pretty good. Eventually started picking it back up.
Yeah, Nick must have won like this. Yo, what to you, man?
Whoa, give him a straight box in the head.
Vujovic go to work right now. Like, pick it up.
Right after that, Danny started getting a little bit aggressive. We seen him on the rebound. He was definitely putting it in. Kawhi was trying to be aggressive again. Honestly, when he had that 1-2 step and he just bangs, man, he has a big body. Like, Kawhi can push, man.
Honestly, guys, Kawhi is strong. If you're watching these games, like, he absorbs the contact like it's just nothing. But I will say he started to force his game in the second half. Because the refs weren't giving him the calls. I guess the whistle was kind of just loose. They were letting them play. And he just wasn't getting the calls. So he started to get super frustrated. And he was forcing a lot of plays. I think he just should have kicked the ball out and set up in a position where he's comfortable, which he's comfortable, anywhere on the court. Yeah. But just to get to your spots, because he was forcing a couple of shots, man.
Yeah, he was.
And Pascal Siakam, he bailed him out a couple times.
Big time. Siakam was actually playing big from the whole game.
Yeah.
His post presence, the spin-off.
It's actually unguardable.
It's like automatic.
Yeah, if you try to D him up, he's gonna spin off you and just.
I'm not doing that to you, still.
Bro, he
try to do that. Slap down. No, don't do that. Hand in
Bro,
your face when you're trying to do the Chinese doors on me. No.
This guy would dunk on you. He would spin off of you.
Siakam is spicy, but I'm flaming hot. I'm not allowing that. You're my guy, though, spicy. But I'm just saying, I'm aggressive. You're not doing that to me in the paint.
We will,
because you're taller than me.
We will meet him, and I will ask him, do you think you can crush my bro?
Wow, I'm going to look at him in his face and say, tell the truth, because you know who's the man with the plan. Spicy.
Spicy P, he was legit player of the game. Honestly, he was the player of the game. Every time they looked to him to score the ball, he did it. Doesn't matter who was defending him. He was able to score. And you guys know that spin move is deadly, it's dangerous. It's always going to get him closer to the basket. And you guys know, when he was around the basket, right off the glass, huge percentage that it's going in.
Definitely, man. So getting into like the fourth, just to give you from when Spicy P was carrying off, but even into that, right away, Larry had an and one, did not get called for.
Yeah,
he looked at that like that wasn't a continuation. To me, that was whack. He got fouled right when he was putting up the shot. Did not call that, but it was okay because right after, Sergi came in, knocked a great post fade. Defense was kicking it in. Sergi was 2 for 2 right away off the bat. Norman Powell came in once again, did his just dues with the 3.
And his defense too.
Defense overall was good because Orlando seemed like they were playing desperate, trying to pull out threes from all over, and they started struggling.
Like, you know what? I want to touch on something. One of the great things that the Raptors did this game was they shut down DJ Augustin.
Yeah.
Because we realized that during these playoffs, when DJ Augustin is active, he's getting, to the spots that he wants to get to. He's moving around picks and facilitating in a way where he's moving the ball to people that he knows that can score. He's super effective. But in this game, DJ Augustin, he was quiet. Bro, I even forgot that this guy was on the team. He didn't do
quiet.
Nothing.
He didn't really have anything. But one thing I can tell overall, though, besides just that, we only put up 10 free throws. We didn't get... That's what we were batting up with the rest, because Orlando literally...
They were getting every call, man. Yeah.
19 free throws. They hit like everything. That to me...
Yeah, they
if it came down to free throws, Orlando probably would have definitely had an edge on us, but they did, but it wasn't effective enough. To me, that was just kind of...
Bro, they were 22 and 23.
It was like refs had like the blind eye to everything that was going on. They were getting everything.
Bro, they were 95% in free throw shooting.
To me, it was just ridiculous how they got that much compared to us. So that's something that the refs need to go and take a look back at film too, to see like, if there's things that they got to pay more attention to.
I don't know who was reffing. Actually, we have the referees here. Tony Brothers. I don't know what you're doing, brother, but
the man had to have a little talk with you after the game and show you a 10,
Hey, Sean Wright, we gotta have a talk, man. We're gonna have a little sit down and talk about the Raptors. And hey, Michael Smith, I didn't forget about you. Yeah, look at me, bro. I didn't forget about you. Stop doing the Raptors dirty, man. Cut it out.
Straight, man. Y'all need to get it together. Yeah, but honestly, going into the fourth, Kawhi had one play where he kind of got tangled up.
We were dying, man.
Honestly, I'm sorry, Kawhi, but we were cracking because it looked weird. You were trying to go in, and then you did
he did like
1 point, and then gave it to
He did like a spin move. He was just basically shut down.
It was like he had enough. You're saying, let me just throw it out right now. Like, you dashed it out to Spicy.
He actually traveled and just tossed the ball to Siakam.
The man got tangled 1 foot with it.
Yo, give up. Yo, take it.
Threw it to Pascal, and Pascal bailed you out with that Florida, bro. If that didn't happen, you definitely would have been made up.
And the game was so close. So, like, the margin of error was so small. Like, you can't be doing that, bro.
It looked very weird, man.
He was forcing his game at one point, and it was like, you got to move the ball, Kawhi. We understand you're a superstar, but listen... This is I don't want to say it's a team game because he knows that, obviously.
True.
But it's like, you just gotta find other people that are able to make plays as well.
And that person that was making plays was Pascal. So you know what? Even though you did your little weird,
just toss the ball like
you got it to the man,
just throw it like
he
okay.
bailed you out. He bailed you out big time. So I'll give you that, man. And
let's get into their stats. What are you gonna say?
One more thing I do want to say. You know who actually came up big too, low key?
Who?
That last play when Larry got that rebound and he threw it out right away.
That was huge, man.
That could have changed things.
Orlando
big.
was in striking distance of a couple points, and
definitely a hustler for that, man.
Off of a shot, Lowry just dove right in there.
Put his body on the line.
Yeah, man, and just got the rebound, and we basically secured the W right after that.
Stats, man.
But let's get some stats, man. Pascal Siakam, aka Spicy P, played 42 minutes, 30 points.
Yep.
11 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 13 for 20 from the field, and he was 3 for 4 in 3-point shooting. And if you're asking me, Pascal Siakam is the player of the game.
Definitely is the player of the game, man. He was basically playing very, very good.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop him on the post. Couldn't stop him on the floaters. He had his threes.
Most improved player. All-star?
No, he is. There's no...
All-star? Most improved player, but like
right now.
All-star.
He should have. I thought maybe he could have went in for an All-Star run next year if he continues the same energy. Definitely for sure.
I think he should be. Yes,
but he definitely played a big part of it. Larry had 12, 5, and 10, looking good. Kawhi even sick though, dropped 16, 10, and 4.
Yeah,
we needed that. Danny came in with some big trades. He dropped 13.
Yep.
Marc Gasol was putting a body on Vujicic the whole time, even with foul troubles. Had a nice 9, 3, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely looking good. We had some things that kind of stood out from what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Assists, we were up 26-19. Definitely looked good in our passing.
That's amazing.
Definitely had the ball getting out to the guys that were needed.
Mm-hmm.
Our reboundings, it was basically tied.
Yeah,
that's how challenging it was. It was 43 apiece. That was pretty even.
Yeah.
So the aggression was definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
The effort was definitely there. Points in the paint, though, we definitely dominated because that's where I felt like we capitalized.
Mm-hmm.
A whopping 42-26. So that was definitely where we actually showed our grit and everything from there. So those were the differences. With that being said, Ross was definitely playing scary because the fourth quarter when he was coming off that screen and
he started hitting some shots like, bro, who are you? When you played for Toronto, we seem like the quiet Ross. You just be like,
we seen the athletic Ross at the beginning, and then the ending is where we start to see him get into that 3-point wall, and
now.
But now he's coming into that really good.
Yo,
man.
Ross, I don't know who you were balling with in the summer, bro, but like
Ross, you definitely did good. He had a nice 24 and 3, man. He was lighting it up from all over the place.
There you go.
Without Mark, when he was not on the floor, Vujicic was doing his thing with 22 and 15, looking good, but it wasn't enough.
Nah. DJ Augustine played 32 minutes.
Still pulled it out, man.
7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He shot 3 for 7 from the field, and he was 1 for 4 in 3-point shooting. So that just goes to show DJ Augustine, Vujovic are contained. They have a very slim chance of winning.
Aaron was contained too. Ross had his thing, but hey,
great
Raptors
game.
Pulled it out.
Raptors pulled it out. 98-93, and
close game.
We're up 2-1. So
definitely gotta capitalize.
Let's continue, guys. Raptors fans, shout out to you guys for watching the games wherever you watched it. Unfortunately, Toronto did not play in Toronto.
It's okay.
At
Orlando.
Yeah.
Hey, we still stayed out strong. We need that W. It's more important when you're playing over at the offside.
Oh yeah, 100%. On to the next one.
Next game
Boston
that happened.
and Indiana.
That game to me
the next
was
couple games were just like they were
close
intense.
A lot. For this game right here, it was pretty much like close almost all the way until about like the fourth where we really got some separation. So
from Boston,
Celtics and Pacers was definitely an interesting one. Jaylen Brown was like almost perfect the whole game.
Yeah.
That guy was efficient. Celtics, just to give you the general of it, their threes were like, that was like make or break with a lot of stuff they're doing. Because if they were missing those threes, it would have been a different game. But they were hitting everything. Kyrie was pulling from mid.
Oh yeah,
he was facilitating like the leader how he's supposed to be doing.
He created enough plays for his team, man.
He definitely
stepped up. He stepped up like completely, man. Which he's an all-star and he always has huge games. But This game, you really seen him just pulling up, getting a shot off whenever he needed to, getting his whole team involved. It was amazing. So
he definitely did.
Just to get into some stats, Kyrie played 37 minutes, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, shot 7 for 19 from the field, and was 3 for 7 in 3-point shooting. Mm-hmm. Great game from Kyrie Irving, and they easily sealed it. No, I don't want to say easily.
It was work to the end.
Yeah, they sealed the deal, 104-96.
It was definitely work to the end. Honestly, you can tell Indiana kind of lost gas because Tyreek pulled like ugly looking
that air ball at the ending of the game. Yeah, I mean he was balling throughout the whole game, but it just wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. Like it was very rough on that behalf. Miles Turner was definitely trying to do his best. Collison came in and he was putting in his work. He tried to do his thing from there. But the C's definitely had a lot of just the 3-point and the mid going on. I seen a lot of second half, the Kyle to Horford. Yeah. And honestly, Celtics really just came out big and when it mattered. Indiana's firepower is just really not enough without the boy Victor. But hey, shout outs, man. You guys are fighting.
Shout out to Celtics. They move forward and continue to dominate in that series. On to the next game, which I know this is your favorite. So I'll let you
finally
I'll let you do your thing.
Finally. So OKC,
this guy's so excited.
I really like what I see. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest with this one.
What?
This was a very slow starting game. You're Sandcloth.
Schroeder, you're rude, bro. You shouldn't have done that.
You know what? I feel Westbrook's disrespect gets contagious to certain
guys. Is, because I don't even think Schroeder's the guy that does them kind of things. This man's like to Damian Lillard, like, yo, are you gonna step up now?
See, Schroeder,
but he did it at the ending of the game, like, bro, don't do that.
I understand the energy of showing a man, like, you know what I'm saying, like, this is a hard time.
You can't check up Lillard. Lillard would crush you, bro.
That's honestly the truth.
They would crush you. Don't do that.
They will crunch you on the court. So don't
act up, man.
But you're still a part of the OKC family. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you that one on courtesy of my dog, TheBrody. He gave you that one. But
this guy's too much.
First quarter.
The first quarter, man, Westbrook was doing his thing. He was trying to get it going, but he was missing a lot of shots, man.
From back and forth.
Oh, my God.
The ending. McCollum started getting hot. Yeah. Westbrook was, I felt like, overall, OKC was doing a little bit too much. And Portland, too, because it was very slow at the beginning. There was a lot of
chippy at the beginning, man.
I didn't really know what to expect. I was kind of like, okay, who's going to start really getting, like, aggressive right away?
Just going back and forth.
Didn't really see too much right there.
No, it was really chippy at the beginning, man.
Second quarter, too, was pretty much a back and forth also again.
Started to pick up a little bit, which is good.
OKC was picking up in like the ending of the second, so I was like, yes, my boys, let's go. Let's take this home. And then the third quarter, they started opening up that gap. OKC, my boys were pushing it. The spacing was looking good. But Dame and McCollum started licking down the trees, man.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
We need to stop this right now because we almost have a 10-point right now going up on the boys. They're starting to close the gap. We don't want this to happen right now.
Yeah.
OKC, buckle down. And exactly what they did, they started buckling down, kept the game close. OKC then started hitting threes. Ferguson was going in. Your boy Jeremy Grant was going in. Westbrook was going in. I was like, okay, start hitting those trades. Jeremy Grant, to me.
And Ferguson, bro, they were hitting some big 3-pointers, man. They threw the whole game.
They pulled up their pants and they were playing like the mans that they're supposed to be.
They were bailing out the Brody in the beginning.
This was the type of game that you were like, oh my goodness, Westbrook does not have to do it all by himself anymore.
Yeah, he has a supporting cast. Yeah, and Paul George too, obviously.
Yeah, George.
You can't forget about Paul George.
You can never forget about George. George was working, but it seemed kind of quiet on his behalf. It wasn't that noisy compared to how Jeremy Grant and those guys were looking out there.
Yeah, I mean they were working, staying aggressive. They were getting to the line. If you look at the free throw shooting, OKC was 31 for 39 at the line, and the Blazers were 18 for 24.
Definitely.
So you can tell that OKC, they stayed aggressive. Yeah, they were just definitely staying aggressive. So
definitely we're trying to stay aggressive. It was to the point that my boys were up by 16 in the fourth. And Portland came back and cut it down to 2. They were chopping away at that lead.
Yeah.
But you know what? McCollum then ended up tying it up, and I was like, yo, this is getting too close. But shout out to Jeremy Grant, because that guy was hustling, man. He banged a three ball, but tray ball.
Three.
He was hustling in the paint, banged another 2.
Yeah.
Westbrook then, after that, just started pulling away the lead. Schroeder was even hitting some nice shots, had a couple of like
Schroeder stepped up big
sky
time.
shots, whatever you want to call it. He was looking pretty good. But when Westbrook got that and one, the screaming started right away. And he started pointing.
You're
the man
just a
hit
baby.
The chest. He was beaking at Lillard.
Yeah,
and when that happened, I started flexing. Because honestly, I'm a Westbrook guy. Why not? You already know what
That's
time
your
it is.
guy,
Don't
man.
hit on the Brody.
The man, yo, that's so... Okay, I want to say that's disrespectful, but like, the way he's doing his thing, like, the man's pointing at
I
Damian
like
Lillard.
that. He's
like,
not afraid to show you a thing and let you know while going.
Too small.
Lillard is very good. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you were gonna say
no.
baby,
I'm giving him his credit.
Yeah,
that
you
guy,
gotta give him his credit.
He's flame. He's honestly like they're giving conversation right now, saying that he should be all NBA first team right now, and he's definitely making his case for it.
I think he's building his portfolio.
He's definitely doing, because this game too, even though they were like having struggles here and there, Lillard was taking over a lot of points, man. That guy was definitely looking really good.
Let's get into some stats for them.
Westbrook was the beast, man.
Yeah, so Damian Lillard played 37 minutes. He had 32 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 for 21 from the field, and he was 3 for 9 in three-point shooting. Now you're wondering, well, what about his brother, C.J. McCollum? C.J. McCollum played 36 minutes, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Shot 7 for 16 from the field, and he was 5 for 8 in three-point shooting.
Yo, he was clicking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, shout out Brickley, man, because he was working on his game, and you can just see it, man. His floaters are like immaculate.
He's flirting.
When he tosses that ball up, you know, his floaters are high percentage.
What they were doing this game, though, was around that pick, and Trey immediately, him and Lillard were lighting it up immediately. Pick around it, 3.
Yep, and it's just done. So let's get into OKC stats. Paul George played 41 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 for 16 from the field.
Yeah, it's kind of suspect.
And he was 2 for 7 in three-point shooting.
It's kind of suspect, but it's okay though. He put in his work.
George, where are you at?
Hey,
bro, where are you, man?
Someone hate on 13 on here. PG's still nice.
Okay, well let's talk about Westbrook.
Yeah.
So Westbrook played 38 minutes, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, 11 for 22, and he was 4 for 6 in three-point shooting.
That's the Brody. Don't hit on the Brody.
Yo, this guy is hype right now.
Why not? Everyone go cop yourself 2 pairs of Why Not 2.0s right now.
Yo, but he's Team Jordan. Like, you're bumping the pool right now. Damn, that man is...
Don't hit on the Brody.
Wow.
Everyone go cop yourself a pair right now.
And let's talk about Schroeder, because he was beaking up to Dame Lillard. So let's get into his stats. He had... he played 32 minutes, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He shot 5 for 11 from the field.
Facts.
And he was 2 for 3 in three-point shooting.
What about Jeremy Grant? Because he definitely did a lot. You got some stats you can read it for him, because he played very big in this game.
He played 33 minutes, 18 points. And let's get into his three-point shooting. He was 4 for 5 in three-point shooting.
Telling you, he played a big part in this
he was knocking down some jumpers. Beginning of the game, he quickly established himself as a scorer by just knocking down the three-point shots when it was necessary. So
definitely looking good, man.
It was that game was really fun to watch. Westbrook and Dame Lillard going back at it.
Always, man.
I really like that. So OKC took this game 120-108.
Yes, sir.
And
down 2-1, but
they needed that win badly. Westbrook said in an interview that his performance was unacceptable. This performance you get the thumbs up.
They asked him what he need to do. He said, "Yo, just need to win."
Yeah,
like, don't
be making it so complicated. Like,
talk to him,
Westbrook,
speak to him.
You guys gotta win this game, right? And he'll be like, "Yes." What do you have to do to win this game? He doesn't want to talk, man. He just wants to win.
He'll talk, but the thing I like about him is he's like the man that you gotta speak to him nice.
Yeah.
If you speak, that one lady that tried to like,
he's like, what are you asking? Is that a question or is it a comment?
Like,
yo,
speak to the Brody nice.
I would be cheap.
Talk to me nice,
bro. If that was my job, you see him, the man's in a black hoodie, and he looks vexed already. If that was my job, I'd be like, honestly, this guy's about to crush me on camera right now. He's about to diss me. She's like, so asking some questions. He's like, what is that? Is that a comment or a question?
Talk to me nice, man.
Bro, why are you doing the lady like that, man?
You know what?
She's just trying to ask a question.
But you know what, though?
Son?
He's not looking at the gender. He's not.
No, I know for sure.
He's not discriminating because everyone gets it the same. Speak and talk to him nice.
He's a baby. Yeah, don't kill me. And speaking about disrespect, I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think about Jared Dudley and the whole Ben Simmons thing?
Yeah, that last game, buddy, you had a donut.
Yeah.
No.
Jared Dudley was saying that Ben Simmons is basically average in the half court. Basically, he can't shoot. So unless he's in the paint or close to it, that's the only way he's gonna be something. But calling Ben Simmons average, I don't think you're able to say that, bro. You didn't even score. You got an air ball. The man's like this.
Yo, that's a good question.
Air ball, brother.
In general, in theory, not in general, do you feel certain ballers have the privilege to even speak knowing their position? Like, for example, Lillard is an all-star. Schroeder is a role player right now coming off of the bench.
Yeah.
Simmons is an all-star. Dudley is a nobody. Do you feel like certain guys have the right, even no competitive nature, to be beaten up? Yes, you got freedom of speech. But if your game does not speak that loud on a consistent basis...
if your game is quiet...
People comment, let us know how you feel, even in general, even if you're playing street ball and a man is not good and you're murking him. Do you feel like he has the right to say something?
To talk about your game if he ain't scoring or doing nothing?
Who has the right?
Yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons didn't start it. I don't think he said anything, but yeah.
That air ball, Jared Dudley, gives you no right to be talking.
Yeah, Dudley, you gotta lock up your mouth, Mayu, because you never scored nothing for the game.
Yeah, man.
So
you had a donut. Don't do that, because you have a big one coming up. So you gotta prove yourself.
Yeah, you guys have a game coming up, and let's see if you put in some work. But anyways, guys, we greatly,
as always, we appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you guys for watching this.
Definitely.
This is the Bryan Brothers podcast, man. Thank you guys for tuning in again and watching us. Yeah,
we're out here. Love is love. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Take catch up with y'all.
Yeah.
Be blessed.